have the top 9. We made a big deal out of that in Shanghai. They have the top 9 times. It's insane. The best single race of the summer in swimming was the men's 200 IM at the World Championships in Shanghai. And just to give you an idea of what happened, as you see the final field here, Michael Phelps in Shanghai in this event swam the 3rd fastest time ever and lost. Lost because this guy set a world record, the first in 19 months in the sport, and it really does tell a story, Rowdy, of what's happened in this men's swimming, in the very top of the men's swimming world.
And I really thought, Ted, for so many months after Beijing, that perfect storm would never happen again, and now people are actually talking about it like it's a deja vu almost, but with a different guy, with Ryan Lochte, who's got a chance to swim anyway. 7, 8, he's even talked like 9 events. It's just incredible that these two swimmers come along in the same generation. It's unbelievable what they've been able to do to elevate this sport. And we were just talking about it right before we got on, about the fact that I would hate to have this event as my best event going into the Olympic trials next summer. There are some really good American swimmers in this event, but yet they're 4 or 5 seconds behind Phelps and Lochte.
Tyler Clary, you've seen him. I mean,
He's
Tyler
one of
Clary's
them.
a top-level swimmer, and he's very good in the IM. Clark Burkle swimming in lane 1. He was 3rd this summer in the national championships in Palo Alto. Ryan Lochte, after the Worlds, he got to the nationals in Palo Alto, and his tank was empty. And he participated briefly and then withdrew from the rest. And that really is the last time you saw him. Now the issue is, Rowdy, what does he have in the tank here at the end of the year?
And once again, I'm trying to keep an eye on all the Florida swimmers. Greg Troy, the tremendous coach, and what a job he's done at the University of Florida. Elizabeth Feigl, Peter Vanderkay, so many great swimmers there. Connor Dwyer, and obviously Ryan Lochte. He beats those guys up, man. I'm telling you, he just destroys them in the water, so they come in here unrested. And it's so hard to swim fast unless you're peaking, unless you've got a lot of rest. And Ryan Lochte's doing a pretty good job right there at the very top of your screen, much better than he did in prelim. He's in lane 9. Not used to seeing him in lane 9.
So Darian Townsend, South African native, in lane 8. The lead, Sebastian Rousseau, also from South Africa, and the University of Florida, 2nd.
Townsend will come back to the field a little bit. Breaststroke's his worst event, although he's got a good freestyle. Swims very good on the short course side of things. Has great short course meter meets, the World Cups and Grand Prix. Not as good in long course, but still he's doing a good job here. Eric Chanteau also doing a nice job. You know he's got a great breaststroke.
Well, there was that elevated him to 3rd. And Lochte 5th as we come home in the last 50.
And see, Lochte just doesn't have that great pickup. You still see him way at the very top getting lost in the chop. He's not going to win it.
No. Right now it is Darian Townsend hanging on in 8. Rousseau in lane 5 right in the middle is making a push. Rousseau's going to make this close at the end. It's a touch, and it is going to be Townsend that hangs on. Townsend hung on by 28/100ths. Rousseau 2nd, and Chanteau, a very nice swim. Eric Chanteau grabs 3rd. And Lochte comes in. You think about the time we told you about in Shanghai, 154 flat. He comes in here at 2:01.42. Were his legs tied together, Rowdy?
Well, believe me, the way Greg Troy trains these guys, and once again, there's Lochte up. They're doing a pretty good job at the halfway point. And watching the Florida swimmers here in the events coming up before this 209, Vanderkay had a pretty good 400 free in the consoles. Connor Dwyer also had a good 400 free. I thought the Florida guys stepped up a little bit better here in the finals, but you know, Lochte, he's one guy that just doesn't swim fast. Here he is again. There's Townsend hanging on for dear life at the end. He's one of those guys that just doesn't swim fast until he's rested. Some people can do it. Some people can get by swimming fast unrested. He's one of them that needs rest.
It's really about racing here. I keep hearing that, right? This event's about racing experience?
That's the most important thing. Race, race, race. And you'll see that a lot the next 7 months.
All right, Darian Townsend wins the men's 200 IM, and let's hear from him with Andrea.
Thanks very much, Ted. Darian, were you surprised at this outcome? I mean, anytime Ryan Lochte's in this race, you almost have to wonder.
Definitely, he's the world record holder and world champion, so I was expecting him to give me a good race, and he was right there at the 100. But just lucky enough to have a better second half than him and get on the wall quicker.
What does this do for your Olympic preparation?
Oh, it's great. I just went the Olympic qualifying time again, so I got to do it once more in my trials in April. But really happy with the result. Good time for this time of the year.
All right, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Darian Townsend from South Africa swims out of Tucson, the Tucson Ford Dealers Aquatics. Fellow South African Sebastian Russo takes second. Eric Shanto prevented the sweep by taking third. Tyler Clary was fourth, and Ryan Lochte comes in with sixth. And, well, we need to find out how that felt for Ryan Lochte. So now we'll go right back down to Andrea.
Thanks very much. Ryan Lochte finishing sixth. I have to process that just to begin with. But what did you want to get out of this race?
I mean, right now I'm probably the best physical standpoint I've ever been in. And I mean, I've been doing a lot of training. So right now, out of this I just wanted to get a lot of racing in. I know in 2 weeks I have to come back here and for the dual and pool, so I'm really looking forward to that and this next upcoming year. So.
Yeah, thanks for that promotion. We appreciate that. Your coach, Greg Troy, has said that this is the best your team has looked in the fall ever. But that also means he's working you very, very hard. So how do you handle the stress of both the physical and the mental wear when you come to a meet like this?
It's really hard going into a meet like this. I mean, everyone's wearing a suit. They're either shaved or tapered, and we're going up there in our banana hammocks. We're dead tired. We have hair all over. So, I mean, it's hard. But if I can be able to get up and race these guys, I know at the end of the season when it counts, I'll be ready.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much.
Yeah,
see you later.
Some enterprising band is going to rename themselves that. That's great. And of course, Ryan Lochte, as he talks about the suit he's wearing, he's the one swimmer you can always find by looking for the shoes. Doesn't have them on there, but he was wearing them all around the pool.